My name is Joy Lambert, and I am the Child and Adolescent Studies Librarian at Pollock Library. This video will be an introduction to the database called APA PsycInfo. This database is psychology and behavioral science focused, and as a CAS major, should be one of your first stops when searching for scholarly and empirical articles. To get to the database, first go to the library's homepage. You can do this by visiting library.fullerton.edu. From the library's homepage, click on the Databases icon. You will be taken to an alphabetical list of library databases. You can use that list to scroll down and find APA PsycInfo, or you can open the Subjects drop-down menu and scroll down to Child and Adolescent Studies, and then click Search. At the top of the CAS databases list is a Best Bets box. There, APA PsycInfo and ERIC are listed. Both are great to start with when doing CAS research, but for this video, we will go to APA PsycInfo. When you click on the title of the database, you'll be asked to log in. Just use your portal login information. Once in the database, you can start your search. Library databases are not like Google. You can't type a question into the search box, so you need to determine what keywords would work best for your search. So let's say I was doing a research paper that was trying to answer the question, what are the effects of screen time on children? I need to pick out the keywords from that question to put into the database to help it understand what I'm looking for. I like to start my searches broadly, so I will start with screen time and children. I like to keep each concept in its own box. That way, if I have to modify my search, it helps keep things organized. So in the first box, I will put screen time. And in the second box, I will put children. Connecting with and should find me articles about screen time and children instead of just articles about screen time or just articles about children. However, before I start my search, I'd like to take advantage of some of the filters that APA PsycInfo has to offer. These are available to you before your search and after your search, so you can use them whenever you'd like. If you scroll down, you will find a box that will allow you to limit your results to peer-reviewed articles. Very often, your professors will ask you to use peer-reviewed articles for your assignments. These are articles that are reviewed by experts in a particular field before they are published. Most library databases have a box you can check for peer-reviewed articles. Below that, you'll also find a box you can check to exclude dissertations. I would recommend you do this for your research. Dissertations are written by people who are earning their PhDs. They are not peer-reviewed, they usually summarize the work of other researchers, and tend to be quite long. For the purposes of the research you will be doing as an undergrad student, I think it would be best to exclude them. The publication date filter can be used to find articles published within a certain time period. There are preset timeframes, but you can also select custom range to create your own date range. I'll select the past 10 years. Another helpful filter for CAS majors is the age groups filter. If you are researching a topic as it relates to a certain age group, you can select one or more age groups listed. I'm going to focus my research on school-age children, so I'll select that. Another important filter is the methodology filter. As a CAS major, you will have assignments where your professor asks you to use empirical articles. An empirical article is one that details an original research study that was done. While most library databases include empirical articles, APA PsycInfo and its sibling database called APA PsycArticles are the only ones that have a methodology limiter. And using this will be your most efficient way to find those empirical articles. Since I have made all of my preliminary filter selections, I'm going to go ahead and click Search and see what articles the database can find for me. My search has given me a pretty healthy list of results, and I can further refine those results by adding more filters. If you click on All Filters, you will see a list of all the filters you have applied thus far in your search, as well as the other filters that you can use. If during the course of modifying your search or refining your results, you find that any filters have been accidentally removed, you can always put them back on. You can also broaden your results by taking off some of the filters by clicking the X next to any of them. The subject major heading filter can help by selecting those articles that have certain subject terms assigned to them. Click on Subject Major Heading, and then More, to see a list of subject headings. Each article in the database has subject headings assigned to it to help describe what it is about. When you do a keyword search, the search is more general. Using subject terms with the subject major heading filter will make the results more focused. The articles will actually be about those subjects rather than just have a keyword in the title or description of the article. I'll select Screen Time and Childhood Development, and then click Update Selections, and then Apply. Looking through the list, if I click on a title of an article, it is going to take me to what is called the record for the article. The record contains all of the descriptive information about the article, including what is needed to build the citation. The record also includes the abstract, which is just a brief summary of the article. If I read the abstract and decide I want to read the full text of the article for my research, then I'm going to look for how I can access the full text. In the record, you will see either an Access Options drop-down menu or an @ Pollock Library button. If there is an Access Options drop-down, open it to see how you can access the full text. Most likely, there will be a PDF of the article that you can open. The PDF version of the article looks just like it did when the article was published in the journal. From here, you can download the article by clicking this icon. You can also open Share to email yourself the article or save to Google Drive or OneDrive. You can also get a permalink. The permalink is a permanent link back to this article. Some students like to bookmark URLs when they're searching in the databases. However, those URLs are not stable and may change over time. This can make it almost impossible for you to get back to your article. If you like saving links to keep track of your articles, the permalink will be your best bet. In the PDF view, you will also find the Listen and Accessibility Support tools. The Listen tool will allow you to listen to the article and download an MP3 file of the article. The Accessibility Support tool will allow you to fill out a request for content remediation and is intended for use by those with disabilities. APA PsycInfo also has a citation tool that looks like quotation marks. Clicking on that gives you examples of how to cite the article in various citation styles, including APA. These examples, however, are rarely 100% correct. So use this as your starting point and then double check with your APA manual or other APA citation resources to make any necessary corrections. If there is an @ Pollock Library button in the record for your article, click on that. You may see a link to Get PDF or a link to the full text in another database. If we don't have access to the article in a library database, you will be prompted to make a request for the article through Interlibrary Loan, also called ILL. Most ILL articles will come quickly, probably within 24 to 48 hours, but some may take longer, so start your research early so that you will have time to get any articles you might have to request. To make the request, just click on Sign in for more options and follow the prompts to make your request. Another interesting tool in APA PsycInfo can be found under My Dashboard and its recent activity. When you click on that, you will be taken to a list that shows you in reverse chronological order the searches you have done and the number of results you got for each search. Click on the keywords to be taken to the list of results for that particular search. If you click on Viewed Records, it will show you a list of the articles you viewed during your search session. If you're doing a lot of different searches or searching multiple databases, the Search History tool can be quite helpful. And there you have an overview of APA PsycInfo, a great database for you to become friends with as a CAS major. Happy researching!